Grand Rising. Hello. How are you all today? I hope you had a beautiful weekend. I hope you had a wonderful new moon in Leo, in Lionsgate portal. I don't know about all of you, but yesterday was a really powerful day, wasn't it? It certainly was for me. And I'm very grateful to be here with all of you so that we can start off our week on an intentional note. Just need that deep breath, Sending you all lots and lots of love. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Amanda, and on Mondays we do guided meditations from Amy Bammel Wilding's book, Wild and Wise. We start off with the opening passage, getting to know the goddess of this week, and then we go straight into the meditation. After the meditation, there are questions for deeper reflection. I highly suggest having a journal or a piece of paper so that you can write down the questions. And then after, some people leave, some people choose to stay. I always leave the option up to you, but we do a Reiki healing in alignment with the goddess and her virtue or quality associated with her. So get cozy. If you want to lie down, if you want to sit in easy pose, which is crisscross applesauce, do that for yourself. If you need a glass of water, a pillow, a blanket, whatever you need to be comfortable, do that for yourself. Thank you so much for your likes. I appreciate that. When you like my videos, it helps them circulate and helps others participate. So thank you. That is a beautiful thing that you can do for me. It's just like the video. Let me see, is there anything else that I want to say? If you need some water, please get yourself that. I am the queen of encouraging hydration. So if you're new, welcome. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. It's so good to have you here. I love and appreciate all of you. So this week's goddess is Luna, and her quality is cycles. I'm going to dive in to the passage, and then we will go straight into the guided meditation. So before we start, let's just close our eyes, take a deep breath in, suspend the breath at the very top of your inhale when you feel your lungs are all the way filled up. And then take an extra sip of breath. And then slowly exhale through the nose as we ground and center ourselves. Beautiful, beautiful. Luna, cycles. Honored in Roman culture for countless generations, Luna, the moon goddess, is revered for her rhythmic illumination, associated with female blood mysteries and cycles. The moon is the source of our monthly hormonal ebb and flow, and her full luminance often aligns with birth. When we embody the wild wisdom of Luna, we honor our cyclical female nature. We connect with the natural rhythm of our bodies, and we invite sacred illumination. We're going to begin. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in, allowing your body to fully relax. Take a moment to follow your breath and to connect with the beating of your heart. As you hear that steady rhythm, imagine you are hearing the sound of your own footsteps on a path as you walk on a beautiful moonlit night. This path can be anywhere that feels most safe and sacred to you. It can be on the sandy shores of a beach, in an ancient forest, atop a majestic mountain, or anywhere your spirit is called to roam. As you walk your path, you see the magnificent full moon just above the horizon, hanging like a lantern from the sky. She looks and feels so close that you think you may be able to touch her if you just reach up. You pause in your walking to stand and gaze with your full attention upon Luna's radiant face, feeling a deep connection and loving bond with the celestial satellite, and feeling within your body a wild and wise stirring. A sweet breeze shifts past you, and you swear you hear a voice in the wind. Sister, brother, the voice says. You turn to look for the source of the voice, but see no others near you, and sense that you are indeed the only human present. You look up again and realize with a deep, resonant knowing that it is the moon's voice you hear. You wonder how it is possible that you are hearing the moon. And she answers your wordless question. Yes, you are able to hear me because we are sisters, as all women are my sisters. Once a part of Mother Earth herself, my body was birthed and set free into my own orbit millions of years ago, never far from our mother, but on my own journey and my own time. I have watched my earthly sisters for countless generations. And because you are made of the same salt water as the sea, which has inherited the gift of my rhythm in her tidal cycle. You too dance with me in a beautiful ebb and flow. Our bodies are connected on this deep physical level, and this indelible rhythm is my gift to my earthly sisters. You ponder this amazed and then ask, I see your tidal cycle, but how does my body ebb and flow? Your womb carries this rhythm from the time you are born until you die. Whether you're a maiden, a mother, or a crone, the cycle of Luna lives within you, within your spirit, and within your cells. The cycles of building, manifesting, and releasing are all within you, energetically, spiritually, physically. Despite living in your linear culture, where you are taught to repress, deny, and disconnect from your cycle, your connection with me is unbreakable. And by following my rhythm, you can invite new dimensions of well-being into your life. My cycle begins anew when my face is dark, the time you know as the new moon. During this phase of renewal, I invite you to harness my energy to plant your seeds of intention, to call down what you want and need, to manifest your deepest desires. In your physical body, this is traditionally the time when women bleed, which many women call their moon time. This building time is yours, between my dark phase and the peak of my radiance at the full moon, the time when women traditionally ovulate. The moment after my face is most luminous, I shift into my waning phase, no longer building, but now releasing. Harness the energy of my waning phase to shed what is no longer serving you, as this is a most potent time to unburden yourself of anything you no longer need. By doing this, you create this space for new intentions to be seeded as I shift into renewal once again. You feel such wonder and awe, knowing that your wild and wise female body embodies this moon magic at every stage of your life. You thank Luna for her beautiful medicine, and she says, remember me, sister. I am here in the sky, even when you can't see me, forever connected with our shared rhythm. Look up to my face anytime you need a reminder of your ebb and flow. You thank Luna for illuminating this beautiful internal wisdom and commit to integrating the wisdom of the moon into your practice of self-care. With a final deep inhale and exhale, you begin your walk back up the path with a newfound love and appreciation for your female body and for your connection to the moon. Shifting your awareness now to this time and space, you begin to feel present in your body once more. Moving gently, you open your eyes. Welcome back. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale when you're ready. Gently rolling your wrists and your ankles. Coming back to your body, being here now in this present moment. If you need to, roll your head and neck. And then if you have your journal with you or a piece of paper, I will repeat each deeper reflection question twice. What cultural messages have you internalized about your female cycle? What cultural messages have you internalized about your female cycle? In what ways are you currently preventing yourself from appreciating your rhythmic nature? In what ways are you currently preventing yourself from appreciating your rhythmic nature? What would it feel like to give yourself permission to cultivate a practice of cyclical awareness and appreciation? What would it feel like to give yourself permission to cultivate a practice of cyclical awareness and appreciation? I think that the cyclical nature of being a woman, yes, but also the cyclical nature of life is beautiful and freeing once we really realize within ourselves that nothing is linear. Everything comes and goes, the seasons, the tides, the moon in its luminance or shadow. And, we just had our new moon yesterday, so we're still in that new moon energy right now. The moon cycles every 2.5 days. So even our mini cycles, like micro versus macro, we cycle every 2.5 days as women with the moon. Our energy shifts. What we feel shifts. What we focus on shifts. And I find it so magical and remarkable to think about. And it's also really helpful, especially if, say, you're feeling some type of way about something. Giving yourself time to feel into it. Maybe even giving yourself 2.5 days, a micro moon cycle, a micro moon phase to see if you feel differently in 2.5 days. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. You know, it always depends on the subject of our ponderings. And, excuse me. But we do shift and change every day. And right now we are in setting our intentions, planting the seeds of what we want in our lives and what we desire, especially with this Lion's Gate. You know, this Leo energy, it's all about the heart. So what excites our passions? What cultivates joy and love and creativity? What nourishes that fire within? Those are the things that we're kind of reflecting on right now and planting the seeds of. In society, especially, coming out of the Piscean age, we've ignored cycles. And I think we're starting to realize what happens when we ignore cycles, when we don't allow things to grow to full bloom, when we harvest prematurely, or if we harvest too much and too quickly. We can deplete ourselves. We can deplete ourselves of our resources. We can deplete ourselves of our energy. Especially if we harvest without planting seeds, then we are like, come around for harvest time again and there's nothing there. We can see that in our natural resources, you know, on a kind of a global scale. Everything in nature is designed to replenish itself, but industry doesn't really allow us or allow nature that time to replenish itself. And so now we're coming upon this time where there's this sort of fear of lack when it comes to natural resources. And it's like, well, we've been ignoring nature. And we haven't been giving her time to fill herself back up. And that leads to consequences, you know, just natural ones. Natural ones. I think most specifically, I think about like oil. It's the blood in this planet, you know. But for decades, they've been harvesting and harvesting and harvesting and harvesting and harvesting. Never letting Gaia replenish herself. And then society's like, oh, there's lack. Now we have to fight. Really? No, there's never supposed to be a lack, but we were also taking too much. So that's one example that like comes to mind, where it's like, as a society, our ignoring of the cyclical nature of our planet, you know, comes at a cost. We have to allow ourselves to regenerate. We have to allow this earth to regenerate. We need to give everything the time it's due. Can't over harvest. And we can't under plant. You know, everything's in a balance. And when we look at ourselves kind of macroly, society, like we as humans need time to rest and rejuvenate. But in a patriarchal society, it's no, you need to work 40-hour work weeks or more to survive. That goes completely out of the natural rhythm of who and what we are. We weren't built to be workhorses. Yes, we were built to be active. Yes, we were built to be stewards of this land and be stewards of our lives, but we're also stewards of our energy. And a lot of us are realizing that it's like, oh, this society has not honored the natural cycle of my existence, and now I'm feeling depleted. Now I'm stressed out. Now I'm sick. Now my body's breaking down because we've done too much. And so these are just, I think, little things that we can reflect upon, even with our deeper reflection questions, is how can we really honor our energy levels? How can we honor and kind of adjust back into a more rhythmic ebb and flow? How can we really nurture our energy levels so that we are not coming to a place of scarcity in our energy or feeling depleted, you know? There's infinitely more examples. But when we think about rhythm, when we think about cycles, we even think about music. There are crescendos and decrescendos, the building and the de-escalating, and that's what makes music beautiful. We all have this water quality about us, where we come in and we pull back, and we come in and we pull back. Our energy goes up and our energy goes down, and it's a beautiful thing. It's that constant expand and contract, just like breathing. Water and breath are so similar in that way. Always expanding, always contracting, and always feeding us and nurturing us in some way. So our task, I think, as humans is to really tap into our rhythmic and cyclical nature and just honor that, and even in small ways. Be like, yes, this is my time to give. Oh, this is my time to receive. And kind of figure out little ways in our micro worlds how we can embody that. Allowing ourselves to go after our dreams, plant those seeds, put our magic into action. And then once we've done that, sit back and be like, no, I've done this work. Now I need to let the seeds grow. And then at the perfect time, I'll be able to harvest it. I'll be able to reap the rewards and the benefits of me putting my intentions into action. And that's where we really kind of get into the power of manifestation. We set our intentions. We act upon those intentions. We build towards them. Then we release, we let go. And we sit back and let the universe and our magic do the rest of the work for us. I don't know, I think I'm just appreciating the innate connectivity of it all. The innate connectivity of manifestation, of moon cycles, of water, of breath, of all these things that show us that we're one, we're whole, we're infinitely connected to the macro, and we reflect that macro in our personal micro. Just kind of reveling in that. Yeah, just taking a moment to appreciate how truly magical we are as beings, as women, as humans, and however you identify. We all have those masculine and feminine energies innately within us. So even if you're a masculine or identify as a masculine watching this, you still have your lunar qualities. You still have your feminine qualities, the qualities of receptivity and ebb and flow. And you're made out of water too. You're still made out of salt water. You're still connected to the ocean and the moon and her tides. It's just, it expresses itself a little differently. We're all the same. We're all the same. All right. We're going to get into a relaxed state now. If this is where I leave you, I hope you enjoyed the meditation and my ramblings, musings. But this is where we're going to do the Reiki healing for releasing any blocks or resistance to our cyclical nature. Setting the intention of moving with the rhythm of the universe, of the moon. Setting the intention of honoring the cycles of our bodies, of our lives, of the seasons of our experience, of this planet. And the universe at large. So, if this is where I say goodbye because you're not staying for the Reiki, I love you. I wish you all the best. I'm sending you infinite love and blessings always. Always. If you are staying, take a deep breath in. Relax into your body. Ground into this here and now moment. I invite you to close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And just accept the energy. So internally or out loud, whichever you prefer. Be like, I accept the healing of this Reiki. And you will receive it. Take a deep breath in. Exhale when you're ready. Coming back to your body. Good. I hope you felt that. I hope you felt that love. I don't know if you saw it. I certainly felt it, but had a little visitor dance upon my fingers. I'm gonna have to rewatch it back. I'm gonna have to rewatch this and see. I'm assuming it was a bee. It felt like one. Little bumblebee, little honeybee. Which is a beautiful sign. Bees are a symbol of sweetness, symbol of good things coming. They're Aphrodite's handmaidens and, well, is a strongly Venus-ruled being. Bees are definitely one of my spirit guides. One of them. I have a handful. So I feel incredibly blessed and honored to have that little spirit guide show up during our Reiki session. That was really special. Yeah, that was pretty special, wasn't it? All right. I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed week ahead of you. I hold the intention that your intentions blossom and grow as the moon grows full, that all your needs, wants, and desires are met for your highest good, the highest good of all. I'm wishing you all infinite love and blessings always. And see you all really soon. And feel free to leave comments, reach out to me. I love and appreciate your feedback. If there's anything you have questions about, I'm always happy to answer. Infinite love and blessings always. I'll see you all real soon. Take care.